let's talk about building tone on your instrument. In short, you have to listen to yourself. If you want it to sound good, you have to really, really listen to how you sound right now and make an evaluation of it. Honestly, the best way to do that is to put your face against the wall and play notes, and this will allow you to hear yourself the best way possible, which is the sound bouncing back at you as soon as possible, as if it's coming right out of the instrument and going directly to your ears. If you're not playing against a wall and you're playing against an open room and the sound goes all over the place and then comes back to you and you hear something that's not necessarily how you sound, it's sort of a fake sound. It's you, but it's not quite the pure essence of your sound. I'm sorry for being a little bit esoteric there. So that's number one. You got to listen. And the other thing is you have to play with a solid air stream. The air has to come out at one speed the whole time. That's number two. One, listening. Two, air. If the air is not consistent, the sound is not going to be consistent. And number three, you have to play an exercise or a song with the intent of working on your tone. You have to play something slowly and methodically, and you have to listen to yourself while you play this. And even if the fingers are moving, especially if the fingers are moving, you have to make sure the air is not connected to the fingers in any way. You can't change the air speed while the fingers are moving. That's a big one that I get from a lot of beginners, a lot of intermediate students. Slurring is difficult when you're not used to doing it. Okay, so I have attached an orchestral excerpt in 3 different keys, in 3 different ranges of the instruments that I will play right now. And I'm going to do them out of time. The rhythm doesn't matter right now. I'm going to try and make the short notes shorter than the others and the long notes longer than the others. But it really is about taking your time and listening to yourself and making sure the air is consistent and making sure the tone is not wavering and making sure the fingers are going down confidently to the next note and they're not unsure about where to go. I'm going to start on the low one, which is at the top of the page, and then play the middle one, and then play the high one. And it's going to be slow. If you want, you can play along with me, or you can just listen and try to do this on your own afterwards. The longer it takes, the better you're probably doing it. Here's the first one, in D major. Here's the next key, which is in F major. Didn't like that transition from D to C. The fingers weren't quite coordinated. I'm going to do it again. That connected better. Moving on. Sorry, I played a wrong note. Now the last key. This one is in B flat, everyone's favorite key, but it's a little bit high for the flute, at least as far as beginners and intermediate students are concerned. Although a lot of my flute students are now working on making their high Fs confident, so this is a good way to do that and to take your time doing it. When I get to the high F, I think I'm going to hold that one longer, since it is a high note and it's at the edge of many of the beginners and intermediates range. So we'll spend a little bit of extra time there. Here's the last one. I hope this tone building exercise is helpful to you. You can either play the excerpts that I have provided in the description, or you can apply this to one of your songs that you're working on. No matter what it is, even if it's supposed to be fast, take it slow. And that will probably even improve how you're playing the faster parts of those songs anyway. Is if you're playing more things slowly, then you start to think about them slowly, even when it's fast. But if you play them slowly and focus on the tone, then when you start to play them fast again, the tone doesn't suffer just because extra fingers are going down or up. I think that'll be it for today. Go work on your tone. Go play these with your face against the wall and really listen to yourself for the first time. If you enjoyed this, put a like on that video, subscribe to the channel, etc., 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 all that stuff. Have a nice day.